Good morning everyone. Alright, this is the intro to part 2 of that video. Just a quick explanation in the test. Now, the panels and the charge controllers were provided by eSolar up in Perth for me to do the test. Thank you very much, Silvio. The MPPT unit I was using was a small 10 amp unit, and some of you said I should use larger panels, and quite frankly I didn't want to take the risk of popping Silvio's controller, but all in all the test went pretty good. I'd like to point out a few things. All the wiring and everything was fully shown in the video. The panel was shown in the video. The load, which is really important, was shown in the video, and so was the battery. Some people will do a test and they will just have it going into a tiny battery, a 7 amp hour battery or whatever, and the internal resistance of that battery does hinder charge controller testing. So that's why it was important that, one, I showed you the battery, which was a gel 35 amp hour battery, and two, I showed you the 8 amp load, which was more than the panel is capable of putting out. Also, some thought the time might have been a factor. That's why I used a clock. That's why I had everything pre-set up, and if you can see, the time it took me to do that test was very little. The prep time was a lot, just in making up all the leads and getting everything ready. So it was just quickly unplug one thing, plug another thing in, and continue the test. So the time of day, the power coming out of the sun would not be a huge factor in it. I think it took me all of, once I started the test, I think it took me all of about 15 minutes to run both the tests. So in this video I've included some footage out of the last one, because I just cut the controllers out where I lifted the paper, so you can see, you know, my tests are what they are. What you see is what you get, you know. There's no smoke, there's no mirrors, although, you know, sometimes I have smoke, especially when I blow stuff up, but there's no trickery. What you see is basically what you get. I test it right, I test them under load, and yeah, you know, and most of yous got it right. A few of yous, oh, that panel was too small, you should have, well, you know, that panel is the size panels I use as portable panels when I go camping. And is MPPT worth putting on those panels? Yes, it is. You get every bit of power you can out of them, and when you're camping in the bush and it's a cloudy day, you want every bit of power to run your fridges. So you got ice for your drinks, and you got, you know, your meat's frozen and your fridge is working, and you got lights for the night time, and you can run your electric fans and your bread makers and your coffee machines. And that's what, to me, that's what solar's all about. It's all about being able to power whatever you want from the sun. Just add another panel, or add another 2 panels for portable use. You know, it's the same. I've got the same as for my house, you know. It's no use putting on just enough solar power to run a few items and not being able to run others. You don't want, you know, you don't have to do without with solar. You can run anything you want with solar power, anything you want. All right, let's get on with the video. This bit's for the second part of the video. It's a pulse width modulated charge controller. Silvio has kindly lent me 2 brand new charge controllers for this test. I was going to test 3, but the other one's in the post. There it is there. Okay, it's a nice little charge controller. Alright, I'm going to set up for part 2 now. Input, output, load. Okay, that's it. You have to tell me what they are. Well, you don't have to, just take a guess, you know. Make it a bit fun. Test your knowledge. See how well you do. Now, for part 2 of the video, there it is. It's a MPPT charge controller. So these are the 2 we've tested today. Both sold by Silvio at eSolar up in Perth. They're both a pretty good brand. There's the product information. I hope you can read that there. It's only a bubby. It's only a little one, which is why we're only using little panels. It wouldn't handle a bigger panel, but I'm in the 12-volt mode. But that's it. I hope you've found that interesting and enjoyable. Keep safe, everyone. Bye for now.